You think you're eating a salad, so you're being healthy, right? But what if the dressing you're pouring on top is quietly working against everything on that plate? We're talking preservatives that can stress your kidneys, oils that trigger inflammation, and additives your gut just wasn't built to handle. Today we're going through 10 popular dressings, 5 you need to stop buying, and 5 that actually use real ingredients. Some of the ones to avoid are sitting in millions of fridges right now, marketed as clean and natural. 5 salad dressings to avoid. Most people grab a bottle of dressing without a second thought. It says creamy, it says classic, maybe it even says made with real ingredients. You shake it, pour it, move on. But the front label and the ingredient list on the back are telling 2 completely different stories. These next 5 dressings are some of the most popular bottles in America right now, sitting in fridges from coast to coast, and every single one is built on industrial seed oils, synthetic preservatives, or chemical emulsifiers your gut genuinely struggles to process. These aren't obscure off-brand products. They're the names you grew up with, the ones on sale at every grocery store. So let's start with the most bought bottle in the country. Number 1, Kraft Classic Ranch. Kraft Classic Ranch is the most bought dressing in America, and it's not close. Cheap, familiar, and everywhere. But flip the bottle over and look past the water. The second ingredient is soybean oil, not buttermilk, not herbs. Soybean oil loads your body with omega-6 fat, and the problem isn't omega-6 by itself. It's that most people are already eating way too much of it, and almost no omega-3 to balance it out. That imbalance pushes your body into a low-grade inflammatory state, and over time that's linked to joint pain, gut problems, and metabolic stress. Kraft also adds phosphoric acid, the same compound in sodas, plus modified food starch and xanthan gum, both synthetic thickeners that can trigger bloating when your gut bacteria run into them. Number 2, Wishbone Italian Dressing. Italian dressing feels like the safe pick. It's oil-based, there's vinegar, some herbs, maybe garlic. Nothing heavy, nothing creamy. So people grab Wishbone Italian thinking they're making a smarter choice. But the ingredient list includes calcium disodium, EDTA, a synthetic compound originally built to pull heavy metals out of industrial systems. In food, it grabs onto trace minerals to stop the product from oxidizing and changing color on the shelf. The problem is it keeps working after you swallow it, binding to zinc, iron, and magnesium inside your digestive tract, minerals your body actually needs. Your kidneys then have to filter it out. And on top of that, the fat base is still soybean oil, so you're carrying both problems at once. Number 3, Hidden Valley Original Ranch. Hidden Valley is the ranch brand, the one people ask for by name, the one kids recognize on sight. And the whole identity is built around a simple, classic recipe. That image is doing a lot of work. Natural flavor is listed on the ingredient panel, and it sounds fine, right? But under FDA rules, a natural flavor can be processed and chemically modified to the point where it barely resembles whatever plant or animal it came from. Dozens of chemical compounds, including solvents and emulsifiers, can legally hide inside that one phrase without any disclosure. The original ranch recipe used buttermilk, mayonnaise, and dried herbs. What's in the bottle today is a cheaper manufactured version of that flavor, propped up with soybean oil, disodium phosphate, and synthetic thickeners. Number 4, Ken's Steakhouse Honey Mustard. Honey mustard feels like a reasonable call. Not too heavy, not too plain, and it works on almost anything. But Ken's Steakhouse Honey Mustard isn't sweetened primarily with honey. High fructose corn syrup sits higher on the ingredient list, which means there's more of it in the bottle than actual honey. Your liver processes fructose directly, and when that load stays consistently high, it can drive fat buildup in the liver and push triglycerides up. You're pouring that onto a salad you made specifically to do something good for your body. The fat base is soybean oil again, and Ken's adds potassium sorbate as a preservative, so your kidneys carry that too. The word honey on the label is technically true, just not the whole story. Number 5, Newman's Own Creamy Caesar. Newman's Own has a genuinely good reputation, and it earned some of it. The brand donates profits to charity, puts the word natural front and center, and most shoppers extended a lot of trust because of that. But Newman's own Creamy Caesar contains sodium benzoate, a preservative that reacts with vitamin C in acidic conditions to form benzene, a known carcinogen. The FDA has studied this exact reaction in soft drinks. Eat this dressing over bell peppers, tomatoes, or spinach, and you're creating those same conditions right on your plate. It also uses soybean oil and lists yeast extract, which is a way to add glutamate-based flavor without writing MSG on the label. For people sensitive to glutamates, that can mean headaches, brain fog, and gut discomfort. 5 salad dressings that use real oils. So now you know what the pattern looks like. Soybean oil is the base, synthetic preservatives, thickeners your gut struggles with, and vague labels that hide what's actually in the bottle. That's not 1 or 2 bad products. That's the entire commercial dressing category operating the same way. The good news is the fix is simple. A dressing built on real oil, real vinegar or lemon juice, and actual herbs doesn't need preservatives or gums. Real emulsification happens naturally when oil and acid combine, so there's nothing to prop up with chemicals. The next 5 dressings work exactly like that. Avocado oil, olive oil, organic vinegars, real citrus. And the first one is already sitting on mainstream grocery store shelves. Number 6. Primal Kitchen Italian Vinaigrette. Primal Kitchen built its whole brand around one swap: avocado oil instead of soybean oil. That sounds minor, but the oil is the largest ingredient by volume in almost every dressing on the market. So what oil you pick matters more than anything else on the label. Avocado oil runs about 70% oleic acid, the same monounsaturated fat that makes olive oil good for you. It doesn't oxidize as fast as soybean oil, and it doesn't carry that heavy omega-6 load. The rest of the ingredient list is short: organic red wine vinegar, organic garlic, organic herbs, sea salt. No EDTA, no sodium benzoate, no gums. You pay a little more, but you're paying for what's not in the bottle. Number 7. Tessemae's Organic Balsamic Dressing. There's a simple test you can run on any dressing label. Read every ingredient out loud, and if they all sound like things you'd actually find in a kitchen, you're in good shape. Tessemae's Organic Balsamic passes that test. Organic extra virgin olive oil, organic balsamic vinegar, organic lemon juice, organic garlic, organic black pepper, sea salt. That's the whole list. The olive oil brings polyphenols that support your gut lining, and the acetic acid in balsamic vinegar has been linked to better blood sugar response after meals. Tessemae's is also USDA certified organic, so the olives and grapes weren't treated with synthetic pesticides, which matters because pesticide residues accumulate directly in oil you're consuming. Number 8. Bragg Organic Vinaigrette. Bragg is known for its apple cider vinegar, the raw, unfiltered kind with that cloudy sediment sitting at the bottom. That sediment is called the mother, and it contains beneficial bacteria and enzymes that most processed vinegars strip out completely. Bragg's Organic Vinaigrette uses that same vinegar as its acid base, so the acid in this dressing is actually doing something beyond flavor. The fat base is olive oil, and the rest of the list reads like your own kitchen. Organic garlic, organic honey, organic black pepper, sea salt. The honey is real honey, not a corn syrup stand-in wearing a honey label. If you track sugar closely, the honey is worth noting, but the amount is small and the source is clean. Number 9. Annie's Organic Olive Oil and Red Wine Vinegar. Annie's shows up in a lot of health-conscious households, and the brand has a reputation for cleaner ingredients. But reputation isn't the same as a clean label, so it's worth actually reading this one. Flip it over and you'll find organic olive oil, organic red wine vinegar, water, organic garlic, organic onion, sea salt, organic black pepper, and oregano. No preservatives, no gums, nothing synthetic. And that olive oil and red wine vinegar combination does something useful. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K need fat to absorb, so the olive oil is actively pulling more nutrition out of the vegetables underneath your dressing. Annie's also sits on mainstream grocery store shelves, not just specialty shops, and the flavor runs mild enough that it won't overpower delicate greens. Number 10. Chosen Foods Lemon Garlic Dressing. Lemon garlic is one of those flavors that commercial dressings almost always get wrong. The lemon turns into citric acid and lemon flavor. The garlic becomes a powder buried under a dozen other ingredients, and the whole thing tastes like a lab version of something that should be bright and sharp. Chosen Foods goes the other direction. Avocado oil as the base, real lemon juice, actual garlic. And if you eat this over spinach or lentils, the vitamin C in that lemon juice actively pulls more iron out of the greens while you eat. No gums, no EDTA, no soybean oil, and the avocado oil is expeller pressed, meaning no chemical solvents touched it during processing.